Hello my comrades, welcome to another video. I decided to do something a little interesting. To take a break from the Austria-Hungary because that was that took a second when I did that. So I decided. So there's a random country in the world somewhere that I have super buffed. I try not to. Well, they're quite powerful actually. I was gonna say I try not to make them too powerful, but to be honest, they really are like very powerful. So there, somewhere in this world, there is a extreme power, and I'm going to have to prepare with the rest of the world to hopefully stop said power. If Now, once it becomes obvious, I'll probably turn it into a battle royale type deal. Because like once it becomes obvious, I do have my tool mod, so I'll probably go ahead and start the war, like once it's evident. But I mean, assuming anything happens, because don't want to give away the country, but some countries aren't as active as others are. But we will see. For now, it will start with. Oh yeah, also do you have these? I'm not using any of these because I'm not using them for my country. It's solely the country that is the overpowered one. That's the one that's solely doing it. Let's see. When I was messing around, you see the date is a little bit off the start. I can, for one, get rid of. I'm not going to do this for now. Let me actually take a look at what they look like in the Swiss. Then after, because there ain't much else to do, but just basically just build infrastructure. And I guess I'll finish up this. I got much else. Now, I honestly don't think I'm really gonna be able to do much. Oh yeah, this is where the other cheese for them are at. And now it's basically more or less a waiting game. Also, again, I tried to make it like where it's not really country you too easily tell. I tried to have some level of secrecy, of course. Oh wait, no, I want to. I'll just rush this for now. We'll see if I can perhaps radicalize the country a little bit. Then I can go to war. Till then, I'm not really going to focus on that. I should start working on trucks and some trains. I'll probably take one off just so I can get some trains. Oh yeah, also in the back I do have, I decided I wanted to have, the TNO soundtrack. One day I'll probably actually play that on the channel, actually. Because I have played through before on TNO. I have done, that includes, what's it called, the Holy Russian Empire. I've done that. I've done the Black League. Never finished a playthrough of Burgundy. I had no idea what that just said. But, for now, I'm just trying to build. No reason to. Once you're, I'm not gonna step up yet. I think I'm going to. I think it's in my best interest to go communist. I'm actually going to take a communist approach. Oh yes, anti-war and all that. Do close air support since that's going to be one thing that's a little above it. Wait, do I actually have... I do, just not too much. Of course I have no manpower, but I don't really need any. Germany and Austria. Okay, they're on the border, but I think that's just the AI being the AI, just putting stuff on their border. But either way, try to actually have some modern or somewhat modern fighters this time. And let's teach the people of Switzerland what artillery is, because that will be very nice. Oh, oh wow, it's actually rising decently fast. Well, we need to not do civil war, let's try to do discourse. Because I know you can do it, I believe, without civil war support. It's gonna take a while before I can do a national referendum. In the meantime, we'll just build our country with the generic focus tree. I see it does infrastructure, but to be honest, knowing how long it's gonna be till we even get to this infrastructure, I'm not even worried. But also know we're kind of lacking. Stabilize a little bit. For a second, it sounded like it was. Oh, it's probably this. That's probably why I'm like, why does it sound like battles are going on? It's probably Spain. And I can hear it all the way from the Swiss Alps. That must be it's quite a wild quite a wild civil war. But I do know in real life though the Spanish Civil War is actually pretty intense. To be fair, it was actually kind of an intense war. Oh, and of course war's happening, and I said something about Switzerland. For now, let me let one more day pass. Okay. I could bring my conscription up, but I feel like I'm better off selling my workhorse. Doctrines. Should I go doctrines right now? Or should I wait? Well, considering I don't even have tanks yet, I will start doing my doctrines. I don't have any tanks to really throw anything into. Okay, considering all the people we're surrounded by, I might actually go concentrated. Yeah, I think we're going to play concentrated. I know it's not usual, but if you notice, my country isn't exactly the economic powerhouse of the world. I mean, I'm not exactly playing Germany or even the US once they pull out of the Depression. But, well, I'm going to... I'm probably gonna... I don't want to pause too much, but I do want to have this be more of an observer type of thing. I mean, I want to... When I be involved, perhaps I should actually zoom out for observing. I guess the only thing happening now is here. Unless there's another war, I'll probably just zone in here then. Or maybe there is something going on. Do they start anything yet, or is it just the Chinese United Front just... Oh, they're just aligning, okay. I guess I'll go here because nothing's gonna happen, really. I don't think anything will really happen in North America, I don't know. Considering how considering how that Austria-Hungary game is at the moment, historical has shown that it is a little weird. Anyway, so as we build our country, more and more things should happen. I need to make another fighter. Let's try to get like some level of production. I mean, I don't want to be helpless, but I'm also having these amount of guns. I don't know what that was. I'm assuming it's another thing in Spain, considering how they're just slowly just falling apart. And also, if I'm getting closer to communism, I should probably actually start doing the communist things. I will give a little hint here. So the country, I don't know how much of a hint this really is. The country is not a major. I did that for, well, obvious reasons, because if I make a major overpowered, it's just gonna be an overpowered like it's gonna be way too overpowered. You don't really realize how annoying it is to have like not like a lot of research slots till you actually have to have like a little bit of research slots. Knowing how Switzerland is probably going to be maybe army. Because to be honest, I'm not too good with special forces in terms of using them, but considering how Switzerland is basically just like mountains, well that's a forest, but like it's literally just mountains and mountains and mountains, I'm probably better off actually having a lot of mountaineers. Like that would be, like on this border I'd probably have the, on this border I'd probably have more regular troops than over here I'd have my mountaineers. Because it gets really, really mountainous down there. And it would be kind of a waste to not capitalize on that. Maybe limited. I want to get more manpower. I have like no manpower. We need a referendum. There we go. Oh, it did change? Oh, it did. United Kingdom. Okay. Switzerland is no more. It's not the United Cantons. Apologize if I messed up the pronunciation at all, but now I think about it, so what I'm going to do is when the mystery country is revealed, if they do join a faction, what's going to happen is they won't, they will be removed from the faction, and at that point, depending on how massive they get, I'll have all the major powers of the world declare war. That way we can actually have like if it was actually like a war we can actually watch here. And not just be watching nothing the entire time. Because I feel like that's much more preferable than just watching nothing. Okay. You guys should be going to war, yep. Alright. Probably will defend this and... Oh, and all of a sudden, in the Allies, Germany just got wrecked. Oh, wow, Italy just did too instantly. Alright, so now you know someone in the Allies is the overpowered country. Alright, now, as you probably could have figured out, Luxembourg was our little nation here. I mean, at this point, there's no hiding it. They literally took all of Germany, so there's no hiding it at this point. Now, due to our big reveal, I'm going to... Is Poland still in the Allies? Yes. I'm going to now have Luxembourg fight every major nation. And I actually will probably have them go to war with me. So I'm actually going to pull these guys off here. Hopefully you guys got the mountainous side. Also, wait, what are you still attached to? Why? Oh, you got a little bit of not Italy, France. There you go. Good. Okay, you guys are down there, right? I'm gonna give a bit of time, and now Rosa Luxembourg will be unleashed. Obviously, I do need to build defense a little bit and prepare because something very, very intense is about to happen. We're about to see if the might of the entire world bearing down on Rosa Luxembourg is enough to bring them down. I will give a period of time for them to figure out what they're going to do. Have they caused any world tension? No, they haven't. I don't think. No, a little bit. But not enough to make people mad at them. So oh yeah, you can see, never mind. That's, yeah, yeah, you can see, okay, some of them you can see, okay. So they are cracked at the moment. They probably have Actually, no, they do have excessive amounts of equipment. I will probably not worry about tanks. I don't think I'm going to live long enough if I try to do tanks. I feel like my best bet would literally just be trying to prepare myself for what's about to happen. Okay, I'm gonna give them a bit of time to reorganize. Probably the end of February, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna set off the powder keg. It's the 1st of March, so I just destroyed my chance, any chance I had. Now, let's get to, I think it's the politics tool. Now you're about to watch chaos unfold. As now, they have to stop a rogue Luxembourg from destroying the world. Luxembourg should have roughly, they started off with roughly 200 divisions, I believe. 100 being armor, and the other 100 being infantry. So they have a decently sizable army. Oh wow, they're actually at a standstill. Just surprising. So Luxembourg is actually being stopped. I should probably have the casualties up. Alright, to give you an idea, this is what the casualties are looking like. Would observe. Oh yeah, I guess that's what they look like, if you're curious. There we go. So that means they'll still do their own thing, I believe. Let's observe. Yeah, that just means they're doing their own things. Can I... Oh, yeah, I can also look at other countries. So this was going on there. The Allies are a mess. They're stacked up against Luxembourg. The Soviets, they are making sure they are reinforced. Now I'm gonna put this back in the hands of Luxembourg. Oh, they're getting naval invaded or something. Or in combat. No invasions. Oh! Oh, they are going through. Also, I need to make sure I am showing casualties again. I keep slipping up. Oh, the Chinese United Front is now in here. Okay. So they're now involved. Oh, wow, they got a lot of doctrine rights. Let me go here so I can see all the majors. Here's all the majors. All against Rosa Luxembourg. Oh, look, they teamed up with Republican Italy. Okay, so now Italy, okay. Now I could spice this up. I could further buff Luxembourg, or I could probably give Italy a level of buff. Or let's see, what does Luxembourg look like? Perhaps we can give them a stronger buff. Oh, I can just go out different wars. Oh, that's a summary of all wars. Okay. So. Let me see what they look like construction-wise. How are you guys built? That's not it. Alright, this is what we're going to do. We're going to temporarily take control. We're going to go ahead and... Excuse me, what? Where did it go? Didn't I just... I guess it doesn't work. Well, I'm going to give it back in the hands of Luxembourg then. As I don't want to ruin their glorious conquests. Though, the walls do seem to be closing in around Luxembourg a fair bit. The walls definitely do seem to be closing in. It looks like the Allies have made some progress. I'm going to just focus on here. It looks like they have made some progress. Perhaps. Or am I just imagining things? The big thing with Luxembourg is their manpower. Where are their conscription at? They're only extensive. They are building a lot. So it looks like they're trying to build their industry. How's their industry? They have... Oh yeah, you can see they're producing more than enough. Their logistics, it made sure to fill them up with millions of equipment. So they are prepared. What they're missing is more people, which what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide Luxembourg with more troops. I think it was a politics tool that did it. No, it was not. I was thinking of these. So I'm going to up their war support and their stability to make them a lot harder, or as much as I can. No, the manpower, that's right. I'm going to give them, I think here, I will give them, oh, I didn't mean to give them 2, I'll just give them, I'm going to give them, I shouldn't give them 1 million. Okay, they'll be left with 500,000. So that now they have a chance to do something. Yeah, now they probably will burn through manpower quite rapidly. But I want to give them some steam. Or not, they actually just took everything over, so... It's even not their manpower though. Now, how are the Soviets faring? Oh, they have plenty of manpower. They're just trying to hold on. And there's my... Oh, look at that! They actually went against Republican Italy. So they are now destroying Republican Italy. What a turn of events. Now, what I wonder is, how is the naval battle looking? Okay, so they're trying to control over here. They're not doing much on the English Channel. Their Air Force... Okay, that's a lot of planes. They actually are securing their... Yeah, okay, they have, like, unrivaled air superiority, so they are not being stopped in that regard. In terms of their spies, let's see what they have in terms of spies. They are spying on the Soviets and the British. At this point, oh, that was a push. Now I do think that there could be more war at this point if I don't press the wrong button. That's right, I can't do that. So I'm thinking I may drag in pretty much the entire of the world if they're not already. Most of the world is already against them, so I guess I'll leave it for now. I'll let it be. Oh, there's a little bit of Navy now. I still kind of find it funny that they now have a puppet government. The one that would form after you defeat the fascists. I like how that formed. It's interesting to know that even the ultra buffed Luxembourg still struggles against Greece. let's see how the conscription is. They are on all adults serve. I do have a modded one of total conscription. So if the war gets bad enough, they will be doing that. How are their occupied territories? Oh, they are making strides. They're making strides. They are definitely pushing deeper. Let's check our death counter, shall we? So that is where we stand. So total, there is about 8 million dead for the anti-Luxembourg. We'll call it that. And Luxembourg has only lost 250,000. This is not boding very well for the Allies in the Comintern, as well as the Chinese United Front. No, I believe they are Japan. Yes. So perhaps if when China when China's finished, perhaps what did they just do? They went against Iran. Interesting choice. Did you just get involved with? No, you didn't. Alright, well, Luxembourg is at a standstill. I don't want to give them too much manpower because they just push and push and push and push without any sort of stopping. I think even now, I think their manpower is so under control now. Oh, yeah, they are marching for Moscow. They are going to seize Moscow soon. I do think it's time to spice things up a bit. Considering how badly the Allies and the Comintern are faring, I think it is only fair that they are given some help. I'm going to provide 50 of each to the US. These are armored infantry. 50 of each to the UK, and I'll give 100 of each to the Soviet Union, considering how much they're struggling. And then I will let them go back to combat. Now they have much more units. Now that doesn't mean that the naval war can really be. Well, English Channel, they could still get D-Day actually. There is the possibility of a D-Day. But for now, it's the fight is on the Soviets right now. So the big fight is. And in Moscow, they will soon be marching on. It's only a matter of time. So I see that they definitely are training many units. Right now there's nothing up, but I do see that they are grabbing a hold of many units. I can hear them building too, so they're definitely building a lot. Oh, they're doing a push for Moscow. Moscow's about to be seized. The question is, when will Moscow be seized? When will the Soviets really start to trouble? So at the moment, I think if I were to let them start coring a lot of things, they'd probably actually get a lot of manpower. But part of me wonders, what if I just let them just have as much manpower, but I also know what's gonna happen. Oh, Moscow? Is that gonna be a fight soon? Oh, Moscow's gonna be a fight. I'm waiting for it. Just get in there. Moscow is definitely about to be a fight. Oh. Now taking a look. Their logistics, they are still fine. Logistically, they're fine. It's just oh, they are pushing once again. They got a little bit of manpower in this side to push. Now, what I'm curious about is, what if the Allies manage to push and push and push to the point where they have no chance of actually stopping it? Like, what if, since they're out of manpower, they could realistically beat them down to barely any manpower, but they have a lot of bonuses to fight against. Now, in terms of Navy, they still are fighting. They still do not have naval supremacy. Their Air Force, they are absolutely just killing it with air support right now. They have oh, and Moscow fell! The Soviets are about to be no more, especially when Leningrad gets seized momentarily. Alright. Oh, they're pushing again, they're pushing again. Until they get navally invaded here, I'm just going to probably focus more on the Eastern Front. Now, I didn't know population would be an issue for Luxembourg. That's why I did provide them... calm down. Right. That's why I did provide them with... Where's the population? I gave them 1,000% population growth, knowing that they're going to struggle. So, technically speaking, their population should get so big that they can actually just conscript to conscript to conscript and never really run out of people at some point. And I feel like that's why the numbers slowly do kind of creep up. This is just the population growth. But I say, let's spice it up a bit. Since something's happening, and since they're very lazily guarding themselves, let's make war. So Czechoslovakia, you are now at war. Greater Hungary, you are now at war. Yugoslavia, you are now at war. Bulgaria, you will now be at war. Turkey can get in on the action too. Turkey, you are now involved in the war. Let's see. Who else can I bring into the war? It's not really. I feel like, I guess Finland. We could just make a story just saying that perhaps Finland realize how bad of a thing is happening, so they decide to put aside their differences with the Soviets and go ahead and help. Or I guess since they're being declared war on, technically you can just say they got declared war on. What's going to happen now is they're going to struggle to respond. I do not want to leave them fully defenseless, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to up their population growth to where they're now producing an extreme amount of people. Let the carnage ensue. Oh, I forgot one. I can't forget. Let's also make sure they're at war with Switzerland. Of course, by now they should be prepared up for that. Let's say Switzerland thought that the true vision of communism wasn't being realized, so they took it upon themselves to act. And I'm also going to switch their conscription I don't know why it's saying observing. I'm going to give them more intelligence, and I'm going to switch them all the way to total you don't have enough political power. I'm going to give them the political power to then do that. I lose a whole bunch of political power. I'm going to give them total conscription, total mobilization. Should I give them any other cheats? I'm going to let them do the rest of the discretion. That's up to them. Let the war commence. As now Luxembourg risks itself, as it is now open, because it must subdue all of its, not really internal problems, but with like its border issues. There is a possibility we do see a pushback. I think Leningrad actually did get a pushback, actually. Oh yeah, they just got manpower. Okay, that's interesting. So, the Soviets were actually spared. And I feel as if I have made... Where's Luxembourg? Hold on, are they a pup? No, they actually... Wow, Luxembourg showed some... No, they didn't, never mind. Oh no, what? Where's Luxembourg? That's weird, where's... Oh! They turned 10-2 behind the Luxembourg, Russia. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to now bring their population back down. Well, actually, I'm going to stop giving them population cheats. They have way too much population. And I'm going to force them down into all-adult serve, just so they don't have too much manpower. And I also want to lower the manpower a bit. I don't want them to be overly powerful. Because at that point, then it's not really much of a fight. I'll give them 20 mil. That way they aren't too overpowered, but at the same time though they have plenty of manpower. They can pretty much indefinitely push. Did they just ally with the Soviets? Hey, that's not good. Let's see, I'm going to... take the Soviet Union. Does it have any troops? Nope. I'm not going to put them back in the war just because they don't have troops. There's no reason to bring them in. Now, they have built their own little puppet continent, per se. I think nationalist Spain... Here's what I'm about to do. I'm going to make nationalist Spain be extremely powerful now. I'm going to give them just tons and tons and tons and tons of divisions. It's gonna lag out my game, but still. And obviously, I will give them equipment. I'm not just gonna give them some stuff. I'm gonna give them equipment. Now, I don't know about their manpower. I'll also give them some manpower too, because I believe it does make sense to give them something. I'm not going to immediately get them involved. I'm just gonna mark them and then add them to the faction. So it's on their decision if they want to join, but seeing how everything is going, I think it would make more sense. Let's click on that. I don't know why. So Spain has the choice of, do they want to take their newfound army and attempt to bulldoze Luxembourg, or are they going to stay out of it? I know the Allies would very, very much want to get involved. Now their navy. Oh yeah, their navy is really starting to build. How big are they? Okay. Sorry. Oh yeah, there's a bit of lag. I need to go ahead and start that war. So I'm lagging a bit, and I don't want to slow down the game too much. Alright. The 24th of July, 1943 at 5 a.m. Luxembourg decides that national Spain is too much of a threat, and that they are not willing to risk themselves. So consequently, they are now at war. Interesting. National Spain's making some moves. Also, Scandinavia's, yeah, they're done. No, or hold on, is that Nordic countries? I think they also call Scandinavia. I'm gonna go to Nordic countries. Just so okay, so they actually aren't willing to push. Maybe they can't push through national Spain. They don't have the troops. Either way, I notice that they are making many puppets. I think it's going to be safe to say that they are going to probably win, but considering how much they've done at this point, it would just make sense for me to just do this at this point. I'm better off. Well, look at that. They're actually destroying national Spain. Guess I got that one breakthrough and they just never stopped. Right, Spain is now done. Wow, they just got a lot of equipment off that too. Oh, you could see. Well, there's not really anything happening. They do actually have a sea lion ready. So they are actually going to attempt a Operation Sea Lion. God, they're building a lot. I can hear that they are really building. They have a lot of resistance. Oh, wow. So perhaps those states will rise up? Oh, yeah, my game is coming to a halt. Slowly but surely. What is this? Naval invasion. So now I guess there are constant naval invasions, and they are still preparing their Sea Lion. There have been 17 million losses across the Allies. Chinese United Front. It's getting up there. It's over 200,000 now. It's getting there. And Japan, their factions, 1.75 million. The big question now is when are these guys going to? When are these guys going to go? Because it is most definitely coming. Look how many planes there are. I mean, I'll be surprised if Britain even has anything. I think Japan just got finished. They should still be at war, yeah. Wait, what? Oh wait, oh that's okay. I accidentally pressed this. I thought I was gonna say, did they go communist? All right, now you gotta do a naval invasion somewhere. You can't just hold it indefinitely. You need to at some point do a naval invasion. You know, I mean, you got troops ready. I mean, I'm sure. Oh, naval supremacy is also messing with. Oh no! Oh, they got it. They got one, I think. Oh! Sea lions underway? Oh, they got it here too. With that, Britain is about to disappear. So Rosa Luxemburg bravely vanquished the United Kingdom, but right before the new year. Matter of fact. So in November or early December it will start. That's something. Okay. Now, that does probably make things difficult then. Oh, I didn't know they had troops up there. They will now go to finish up the United Kingdom. After this, oh, what's Iraq doing down here? I got the hiccups, excuse me. Now, the only thing real... What is... Oh, yeah, they probably... Okay, yeah, they got puppeted, didn't they? Yeah, okay. Because really, now that Britain's gone, the last power that can really do anything at this point would be the United States and Japan, because, well, China's not really anymore right now. I think Communist China might have actually allied. Yeah, they did. Oh, they were invaded. Oh, they still chose. They still kept Mao. I do know from this time I do want to make some changes about how I do this next time, because I know this is kind of noisy and very unprofessional. I wasn't sure how I was gonna do this, so I think next time I think I'll probably take a more Ragnarok approach, and I'll just set the country up like very, very heavily from the start, and let Ragnarok kind of control everything. That way, for one, I don't have to do wars manually. Second, it's not just constant, like against borders. You can actually get some movement. So yeah, China's effectively done. Now it's just Japan and America to fend off. Are they at war? Yeah, they are. Okay, so Pearl Harbor must have happened. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so Luxembourg will probably, if I had to guess, they'd probably go to Japan next, wouldn't they? Oh no, the British Raj. They're not done yet, are they? I'm actually curious. So, what's their industry look like? Oh, okay. So they have, I guess this is the better way to do it. 310 military factories. They have 73 naval dockyards and 300 civilian factories, give or take a little bit. And they are pumping out plenty of more factories. Now their manpower has been going up steadily, so they're not going to run out of men anytime soon. It really is just a matter of, I guess, when they're ready to push, they'll go ahead and push. I wish they were more hyper-aggressive. But I think I'm about at a point where I could probably call it, because clearly Luxembourg has won. America can't really hope to fight them because sure they probably both have a lot of factories. Oh, America has a lot. Okay, they actually have a lot of factories. Okay, but while they have a lot of factories in Japan, they're not too prepared for that. It's nothing they're gonna do is gonna beat them. I'll probably wait for one more to fall just so we can rule out any sort of landing, but once Japan or the United States is gone, it's a safe bet, especially the United States, because they have a lot more industry. If they're gone, it's over. There's no hope for Luxembourg to be stopped. They have one in India, or the British Raj as it was under right, like at this time. I wonder, the remnants of the UK. Oh, Churchill's still alive. I guess Luxembourg couldn't invade fast enough. Right, I think this is about it. I don't think it's worth letting it run anymore, because clearly, unless they're actually gonna do something more meaningful. Oh yeah, their agency's max. I figured that out. And oh, that's probably, they might be why they did the puppeting. So they can be like, oh hey, I'm the spy master. God, that is loud, that building. It is safe to say, I think it's one. I might end it now because they have over 100 million manpower at this point. They have 170 troops with 1,132 ships and 137,800 planes. I do not think there is any way that the Allies will possibly recover, or Japan's the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere. Neither of them are going to win this, and I think they're the only two. Yeah, it's a wrap. I think this will be it. Thank you, comrades, for watching this video. I'll probably try to, depending about the time, I'll probably try to edit down this video a bit to make it where maybe it's Not as much, not so much like empty, like nothing happening. I'll probably try to do that. But for now, thank you, comrades. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, of course, that I love dearly. Comment. You can suggest another country if you want, or I'll choose another at random, because I do plan on doing more professional versions of this. So do let me know, and I'm glad that you comrades tuned in, and have a fantastic rest of your day, comrades.